What's up, everybody? This is JamesIsaac, the Blind Squirrel of Blind Squirrel Carpentry, ready to do another tool review Tuesday. Now, I'm not exactly sure which tool. I know last week I said one thing, but this week I might say something else. I forget sometimes. But when we get out to the patio, I believe everything's already set up and whatnot. So when we get out there, we'll see what we're reviewing, and I hope to see you there. I can't get outside if I don't unlock the door. Well, like I said in the intro, I wasn't really sure about what tool I was going to do. I know last week I said I was going to do my router, and I asked my lovely wifey to set everything up for me, and she was actually kind enough to do it, even though I had to help her because she doesn't know the tools like I do. Not yet anyways. She'll know better than me one day. But I got my Ryobi 18 volt. You remember that? Wait, where? No, there it is. Remember that? The same battery from my nailer last week. 18 volt router. Now when you buy the router, or when I bought the router, it had the router itself, the tool, the battery's charger. It had 3 bits, the straight bit that's already in, a round over bit that looks about maybe a fourth, maybe an eighth of an inch, and another round over bit that looks about maybe a quarter of an inch. And then it has the wrench to change your bits. Now, I'm not sure what this end is for. Only thing I can guess that this is for the depth adjustment, which is right here. But I find it easy when you just flip that open and wrong direction, and just slide it with your thumb. And if you do it like this, the weight of the tool helps you bring it down. So, not exactly, let's see. I'm not exactly sure about that depth, but that's the depth that we're gonna use. All right, so, before I do anything else, I am gonna put my safety glasses on. My lovely wife, who is also my lovely camera lady, already got her safety glasses. I'm also going to put my ear protection in because routers are extremely loud. And once again, my lovely wife already has her ear protection in. Got my right ear. And let's get my left ear. Alright, they're both in there. Okay, so if y'all remember, last week we nailed these 2 boards together. And as you can see on this side, I played around with my router. That's what a router can do. Wasn't doing nothing in particular. I was just playing around, testing it. But this week, I'm gonna show y'all a little something. So let's put the battery in. It'll help if I do it the right way. One thing I think is really cool, with the battery in, my router looks like a platform boot. But that was before my time. Alright, so, really cool thing I like about this router is the fact that it has a square base. Easier to go along straight lines. I used to have a router that had a round base, and those are beneficial for certain applications. I might actually buy a round base for this one day. But also, my router here has this little arrow. I don't know if you can see that. It's a little arrow pointing when you have it, the arrow facing you, it's pointing to the left. And that's the direction it wants you to go. So, as you can see, I have a piece of a triangle shaped piece of wood on here. But what we're going to do, we're going to follow that around. And y'all see how I'm holding this? Only reason why I hold it like this is where my hand is on down by close to the guard is because it has a shield here. If it didn't have that shield, I wouldn't be doing this. But as a completely blind person, I have to make sure I keep best control of my tool. Are we ready? Loud noise. Now, as you can see, this line here, right here, that's what I just did. And this gap between the line and the piece of wood is the space of the guard. Now, y'all have heard it kind of like shutter, or that's what it sounds like. At least that's what I will call it. That's because, at least I am going to assume, that's because, one, it's a straight bit with two straight slots on each side, so they chatter a lot more than the straight bit that spirals. And two, I think we're about 1/4 of an inch deep, so that's a lot of wood to try to take off. And also, I don't know what kind of bits these are. I don't know if they are cheap bits that Ryobi just throws in there with the tool or not. But I have used this bit since I've had it, and it's not bad. I mean, I'm not upset with it. It does what I want it to do. But let's see what else is here. Same thing with my nailer right here. That's the model number.
Upside down.
Whoops. Now that's the right side up model number. So what I'll do is I'll get my wife to read it to me, and I will post it in the description. But yeah, that's the Ryobi 18 gauge router. The bits, at least the straight bit, I give about 3 squirrels, 3 golden squirrels. The roundover bits, I don't know yet. I haven't used them yet. But the router itself, it is, my personal opinion, a nice beast of a router. I quite enjoy it. I give it a full 5 squirrels, 5 golden squirrels. So yeah, if you are a DIY person, or if you're trying to start your own wood shop, trying to start your own little wood shop business like I am, I highly recommend this router. But until next week, I guess I'll catch y'all on the flip side.